Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start a new game. Today we are starting Prototype 2, and this is finally, I can say without a doubt, that we finally have a new game for 2012 that I'm actually looking forward to, okay? A major release, a new game, something I'm looking forward to, a refresher. You know, I've played a lot of shitty games in 2012, and I really think this is going to be a good game to play, definitely a very fun playthrough that I'm going to be looking forward to, okay? So Prototype 2, okay? This game is obviously a sequel to the first Prototype, and the first Prototype came out in 2009, okay? Just to give you a little bit of history, in case you don't know about Prototype. And unlike a lot of my playthroughs where I don't necessarily I haven't played the original games because since I've only had the YouTube channel open for about a year, I haven't played the games that came out originally. Like, for example, like Crysis 2, okay? Crysis 2 last year, I didn't play Crysis 1, so, you know, I obviously beat the game. It wasn't hard to follow, even though I didn't play the original, but, you know, I still missed out on the story and stuff. You know, same thing with Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 was probably the first game of 2012 to be a major hit, or a major release, but I didn't play Mass Effects 1 and 2, so the game wasn't really a major hit for me when it came out, especially, you know, with the ending, the whole controversy with the game ending. It really didn't hit me as hard because I hadn't played the first two Mass Effects, so it didn't really fucking matter. Okay? So yeah, but for Prototype 1, I actually played it. In 2009 when it came out, I actually purchased it because when I was looking at the previews and I'm like, wow, you know, this looks like a really cool game. It's like Grand Theft Auto, except you got superpowers and you're blowing shit up and you're fucking messing the environment. It looks really cool. So I ended up picking it up. I beat it. I beat it on the hardest level, if you can believe that. It was fucking insane. The final boss was a bitch to beat. It was on the hardest difficulty, but I did it. And yeah, it was really, really fun when I played it, and I was looking forward to the sequel ever since, and now finally we have Prototype 2. And just to give you guys a brief summary of the story from what happened in the first game, and obviously this is a spoiler alert if you don't want to know what happened in the first game. Basically, in the first game, you play as Alex Mercer, who is an employee at a company that's trying to understand this virus that basically spread in Idaho, and now they're observing it in New York City. And I forget why, but Alex Mercer ends up breaking the strand of this virus, and it ends up infecting all of New York City, and it ends up infecting him too. So Alex Mercer now has these superpowers, and now New York City is all infected because of Alex Mercer. So Alex Mercer basically has to go through the entire game consuming people, getting their memories, and understanding why he was basically turned into what he was turned into, and why basically all of this stuff is happening with the virus, and where did it come from, and all that stuff. So by the end of the first game, you know, Alex Mercer saves New York City, but New York City is still fucked up by the infection, so it obviously leaves the plot open. So now we have Prototype 2. You do not actually play as Alex Mercer, you play as a new guy, and it says on the back cover, you are Sergeant James Heller, a viral outbreak transformed you into a powerful shape-shifting prototype. Hunt, kill, and consume your way across New York Zero to take revenge on the man who destroyed your family, Alex Mercer. So basically, it looks like this guy, James Heller, basically wants revenge on Alex Mercer because he blames him for breaking the virus and infecting everyone, and apparently his family was killed as a result. So let us start the game. I know I was talking for about 4 minutes there, but I do want, you know, I like to explain the backstory of some of these games that come out, especially if they're hyped games like this one. So, alright, here we go. Prototype 2. And, oh, I didn't mention the DLC that I got. Oops, whatever. Well, I did get 2 DLCs. One you get for pre-ordering, and another one was $5, but it doesn't fucking come out until May 8th, which is really stupid, but whatever. Alright, Prototype 2 uses an autosave feature, just like every other fucking game that comes out. I'm not surprised. Autosave feature.
It's the newest edition, autosave.
Radical Entertainment. And Activision, notorious for releasing Call of Duty every year for no reason. The RadNet access. To access this feature in Prototype 2, enter the code found at the back of the manual. With RadNet, you get to access awesome events that earn you exclusive to the ultimate skin unlock. Alex Mercer. You can also compare with high scores. Oh my god. Skip forever? Why do I have to skip it for... I don't want... Oh, come on. Really? They're going to do this to me. I had no idea the code was on the back freaking manual of the game. Yep, there it is. Attention, RadNet access code. Yes, here it is. And I found it. I didn't know it was on the back cover. The guy at GameStop didn't explain that to me. All he did was highlight the things on my receipt that were the codes. And I put in one code, and I thought that was my RadNet access. So great. Now I can't... Obviously, you know, it doesn't make sense for me to fucking enter this code on camera. So I guess that's part 1 of Prototype 2. When we come back, we'll have actual gameplay. I gotta put in the code first. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.